Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jasmine, and as you can see, I'm doing a story time on how I almost got married. Let's get into the story. And first and foremost, I'm kind of like putting myself out there with this story because I was a fool. If I was to just go back and tell someone this story, or somebody was to come back and tell me, if the shoe was on the other foot, somebody came back telling me this story, I'd be like, now you knew. But hey, that's how I got all this wisdom and knowledge to share with everyone else, because I've been through it. And I just want to pass the knowledge on to you guys. So let's get into the story. So, it seems as every single time, like, how we all have, walked away from God, I would say. And in my journey of life, I have done that before. Of course, everyone has. We're all human. No one is perfect on this earth. And it seems as every time I try to, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to stay there, and that's final. Satan always trying to send a distraction every single time. It never fails. Well, that's what he does. That's his job, kill, destroy, and that's his job, So he would distract me. He would succeed. In the past, he succeeded every single time. Every single time. So I was at the point where I was like, okay, so I'm finna go back. I'm gonna go back to get it together. I started going back to church. I had planned on getting baptized. It's crazy because I had planned on getting baptized the week before I met him or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So let's get into the story. I don't want to. So I'm just saying, like, distractions, they always come. And my love life has always been a season. My whole love life is like a full season of love and hip hop. Like, I have stories for days. So if you would like to hear those stories, subscribe, because I will be sharing those stories. But let's get into this one. So I met him one night, and we caught eyes and looked at each other, blah, blah, blah. And we ended up talking. And, like, over the time, I was ignoring him. I was trying to, like, not catch feelings for him. Because I had just got out of a little situationship with somebody that had baby mama drama. I will give y'all the story on that. Oh, my gosh. Y'all, my love life is turmoil. It's been a fool. So, it's like, yeah. I had already got at a situationship with a dude that had baby mama drama, in which I'm going to tell y'all the story on that. So I was like, I don't want to deal with nobody. I'm trying to get back to myself because I keep getting distracted with these little unstable creatures. I keep getting distracted by them. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to focus. But it's like Satan was like, oh, you think you finna get it together, huh? You think you finna get it together? You ain't finna get it together. He was chocolate. He had a beautiful smell. Like, I love chocolate men. I'm sorry. Well, oh no, I don't want to say I love chocolate men, but I'm really attracted to, like, dark skinned men. Oh, I don't want to sound. I don't know if that was the right thing to say. Cause I don't want to sound like I don't like light skin. Like, I would that one. Just know I'm not. I don't discriminate. I'm just saying I'm more attracted to dark skinned. Yeah. So yeah, he was chocolate. Trying to get it. Trying to think. He was chocolate. He was tall. He had a pretty smile. He had a little smidget, little seeds in the hood in him. He was real sweet. He was charming. You know, he was a little hustler. You know, he was getting it together. I'm like, okay, I done got it. Like, what the world? Like, this is cool. Just, he was everything. I'm like, yes. So I thought I just had me one. I'm like, guys. So I was really trying to avoid him because I'm like, oh, he is handsome and everything. He's so sweet, and like I was trying to avoid him. I was trying to text him, but I just gave in. But no, I gave in because every day, like he would be like, come see me, come see me, and there was one point when people were like, come see me all the time. I come to me, I ain't got a car. Oh yeah, that was one thing he did. No, did I think he had one? No, see, I didn't even care, but I was so blinded. Lord. As I go through this story, I'm really just gonna be thinking like, Jasmine, why you didn't? You know, once we done been through something, then we go back and think about it. We like, really, why? Okay, but cause there's some lies I don't believe in my life and my love. That's why I say it's a love and hip hop Dallas. But back into the story. So I would go see him like all the time. I didn't have a car at the time. My homegirl would take me, and we'll go chill with him. Like, and I would get off work like late at night. Like I would get off work like at 9, and we'd just be chilling, just talking. He was so sweet. We just talk about everything. And then like one time we went to White Rock, and like it was so beautiful. Like the water was just, it was like a movie. It was like the water was just, and the moon was just glistening. We was just talking, and he was just so sweet. I was like, what? I done got me a hood dude that's sweet and all that. Like, you know, that's what, like that's what my mind frame was. Cause disclaimer, if you're a hood dude and you try to talk to me, you might as well, you're wasting your time. So, I just had to say that. But at the time, I was like, I was happy. I just really thought I just really had something. I'm like, okay, I got it. What? He too perfect. I just knew he was too perfect. Yes, and it was true. He was too perfect. So, over time, we got closer, and he had asked me, we got official. He was like, you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, yes, I'll be your girlfriend. So, just and I had finally got me a car. I probably got my car two weeks before this happened. So, and I should have known. Okay, see, it's stuff I'm thinking about. But yeah, so we started being little boyfriend, girlfriend, I guess. And it was the day I was hanging with him. And he was like a little hood dude, so he was on the block. So like I hung out with him, and he was like, I gotta use your car so I can make some plays, something. And I was like, no, you're not gonna use my car. Like, no. Like, I just got this car. I don't know what you think this is. You're not gonna use it. Man, but I need it because he's so giving that little sad story like, women. Is my baby waking up? So she's just not gonna let me finish the story. I don't know if she's getting. Okay. I don't think she's getting up. Them neighbors probably waking her up because they loud. Okay, sorry. But so I'm so sorry, y'all. Like I really wish I'm gonna learn how to edit, and I'm gonna give y'all better content. Just stick with me, just hold on. So where was I at? Dang. Okay, so yeah, I was like, no, you not finna use my car, like, no. So he's like, man, but I need. So I feel bad. I'm like, dang, he's really trying to work. Like, I was like, dang, I feel bad, but I was still sticking to my answer. But for some reason, I fell into, like, okay, no, I think that's what it was. Did we party? We did something, cause my homegirl came. and I think we was drinking. I think that's what it was. And so when I woke up, I'm like, dang, I gotta go to work, blah blah blah. And he was like, I'll take you to work, and I was like, I could have sworn I told you no. And he was like, no, I'm just, cause we was at his house. Like, he made a little plan. Like, he just had all this plan that I just not noticed it. So we was at his house. We spent the night at his house. He was like, oh yeah, I'll take you to work. And I was like, how you gonna take me to work? You ain't gonna go. He was like, I'm gonna use your car. Then I'm gonna just I'm gonna take you to work, and I'm gonna just drive and go to the block and go do what I gotta do, make my plays. And I'm like, I could have sworn I said no, but I was like, okay. I was just like, all right, what the heck? So he had dropped me off at work. Like I'm thinking I'm Yvette and he Jody. I'm like bad. So he left or whatever. And like throughout that whole day, I'm just thinking like this dude got my car. Like my senses came because I'm thinking like y'all, like man, I dealt with a lot of insecurity problems and just man, like, cause I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just really just thinking like, dang, I didn't see none of the. Okay, but anywho, so he was like, I'm all happy like, your mommy and drop me off at work. Lord, you know, cause I'm thinking I'm Yvette and he Jody. Like that's how I feel. I'm like, that's my baby. Jody, my Jody. So you know, but then when I got to work, like I got to my senses, like, what am I doing? I done let this nigga take my car. I'm like, oh my gosh. So me and my homegirl, she worked at the same place as me, and I seen her when she was finna leave. Cause I know, I'm gonna wind back. On my break, my first break, I texted him and I was like, no, I called him and I was like, what you doing? He like, oh, I'm chilling over here with my partner, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, okay. So he's like, I'm good. And I said, okay, he good. And I just kept thinking about like, I had to go take. I think I just left. Nah, I think we took another break, and I ain't care. I was blowing his, like I was calling his phone, like okay, he not answering the phone. Like my second break, he was not answering the phone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this boy got my call. He not answering the phone. Oh my gosh. And luckily, my homegirl, she was like finna get off. And I said, I gotta come with you. I said, I don't let this dude use. She said, why you don't let him use your car? You know, she got on me or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, I let him use my car. I don't even know. He not answering the phone. She's like, why would you do that? So we rode out to where he be at. And his friends, I was asking his friends, I'm like, have y'all seen him? And they're like, no, we ain't seen him. And then somebody was like, he got into it with somebody or something happened. And I'm like, oh my gosh. We stayed out there. I stayed out there until like late. And my homegirl, she was like, hey, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to work in the morning. And I'm like, bro, he did not come. And I'm like, oh my, I'm blowing his phone. His phone going to voicemail. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm looking around like, he done stole my car. He got my car. I'm just looking like, oh my gosh, like so much stuff going through my head. So I went home and I woke up that next morning. And I told his friend to contact me. And I ended up finding out that he had gotten into a wreck in my car. This car that I just got a few weeks ago, he got into a wreck in it. So I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? I basically just lost my job because my job was like far out from where I stayed, and there was no buses or nothing. And people's like, I'll take you, but I'm not gonna depend on. I basically lost my job because it was there. So, because it was to the point people was like, I'll take you or whatever, and they didn't really stick to it. Because I had one person that was like, I'm gonna take you, and then I called them the next day they when they answered. So it's like, bro, I'm not finna go through this. Like, that's the reason I got a car, so I can have my own transportation. So then he was in the hospital, and I talked to him, and he was just telling me what happened. And I was like, there I go being a little sad puppy. Like, girl, you done lost your car and your job, and you over here being sad for him. Like, I mean, yeah, he in the hospital, but he alive. He good. Keep, you know, I'm over here like, oh. We fell asleep on the phone when he was in the hospital and everything. And it was like, so boom. He get out the hospital. He just started getting real distant, ignoring me, ignoring my calls. And I mean, like, we would spend time, like, in between that, we would spend some time together. But he was just getting distant and ignoring me and just not showing me, not like how he was before. It was like, what? He was a totally, completely, he was a different person. And I'm like, yeah. So I got to the point where I was like, oh yeah, he was all on under girls posts and stuff on Facebook, and I was screenshotted because I was a little lurkologist. So I was screenshot to be like, oh, so that's how you feel? Oh, so that's how you feel? So he ended up blocking me. So he blocked me on social media. It was just a whole lot of like, I was just in a whole different side of him. But my feelings was already deep into him where I couldn't just walk off. Yes, I was young and dumb, I know. That's why I could just walk off. So I stuck through that. Like, you just wrecked my car. And you being mean, you ignore me and all this. Like, I was there for him. Put little his little sores, massage his leg, you know, all that, cause he messed up his leg or something. He had stitches and all that. Yeah, I was there for you, like. So then I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not finna deal with him. I'm finna focus, get back to my focus like I was doing before he came. And I had found me a job, and I said I'm finna work and work myself back up and keep it moving. So like weeks later, he had called me. He was like, "Come over, man. We need to talk, man. I ain't finna let you go, man. Just stupidness." And there I go again. I fell for it. So I went home, and the next morning I went to work. I went over there, spent the night. Then the next morning I went to work, and when I got off, I texted him, and his phone was going straight to voicemail. And I texted him like, cause we was just texting when I rode the bus to work. Like, we was just texting, like right before I clocked in. So, I was texting him, and I'm like, why he not answering the phone? So I called his mom, and I was like, why he not answering the phone? She's like, oh, he in jail, baby. And I'm like, really? I was like, really? So he ended up calling me while he was in jail, and there you go. Like, that's where the person that I met before, he came back, and I was like, he's back. Cause like, I was not trying to let my guards down, because I know I done dealt with people in jail. They be in jail and they tell you this and this and this. I'm gonna do this when I get home. I'm gonna do this, and they don't. So I already knew the game. Like, I already had it in my head. Like, no. And I had my guards up the whole time he was in there. I mean, like, they were kind of coming down, but they were still up. So he would be like, I'm gonna do this one. I was like, you have to show me when you get home. Like, I didn't really listen. All the stuff he said he was gonna do, I was like, I really didn't listen. And one thing that really had drawn me back to him is he started to get into the word. He started to get into the Bible. And that's what most of them do in jail. And excuse me. So he started getting to the Bible, and like, it was just a whole big distraction. It was just a whole big waste of time. Well, not really, because I have wisdom to share with people, but it was just like, he was in there, like, I thought the person that I met before was back. So I'm like, oh, I was just happy. Like, I was like, okay, I got him back or whatever. And he was getting into the word, and he was like, I'm gonna be a man of God, and la la la. And one thing I don't play about is God. So I took him serious. Like, one thing I don't play with. And see, that's what I learned in life, that just because you think some certain type of way don't mean the other person is. So, you know, that's one thing that really, that's one lesson I got out of this. Cause I was like, okay, I don't play about God, so I'm like, I'm sure he not playing. Like, he for real. He's for real. We gonna do this. We gonna do it the godly way when he get home. We gonna minister to people. Like, cause that was my plan. So I put him inside of my plans. He was like, Cause you know he was a hood dude, so he had like a rough little childhood or whatever. So I'm like, okay, we can minister to young people because I wanted to minister to young girls. So I'm like, okay, we got these. We gonna be a power couple with God. Like I was so excited. Like we had it planned out. Like, baby, we gonna do this. We gonna do that. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. And then he had proposed, and I know that's what people do in jail. Cause I know the comments gonna come. I know people probably watching this video right now. If you got this far, and you probably like, girl, you a big dummy. Like I know the jail talk. I know, cause I already knew about jail talk because I talked to people in jail before. So yeah, but when he brought up God, that just gave me a whole different. But everybody gonna have their opinions. I was a dummy. I know. So yeah. So he proposed or whatever, and let me tell y'all, when this man went to jail, the moment he stepped foot in jail, the moment he called me, I kept money on his phone. Kept money. It was no time he did not go without money. Well, probably like this amount of time, like barely. I kept money on his phone. Kept money on his books, commentary, whatever, for him to eat and buy stuff, the little store that they have in jail. I kept money on that, on his account. I didn't miss not one visitation. I would be off on Sundays at my job, and I would go every Sunday, rain, sleet, snow, cold, hot. And let me tell you, when I got off the bus, I had to walk. I was downtown. I had to walk from the bus stop all the way to the jailhouse. I did all of this for almost a year. I'm telling you, rain, sleet, or snow, I was walking to, like, I kept money on, like, everything. Like, oh, in letters, he got a letter every single day. He got a picture, like, non-stop. I'm telling you, no lies, it's like, I was really there. Like, I was there. I'm like, this my husband. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, because I don't play about that. Like, you know, in my head, in my spirit, I'm like, this my husband, you know. I committed before it was actually a commitment, you know. And that's where I screwed up at. And I went to go purchase our rings for us to wear. I let one of the guards let him. I gave one of the guards the ring to give to him, and then I had mine. So like I was really full blown into this. Like, this my husband. Can't nobody tell me different. So yeah. So like but it was like a piece of me just still was like, no, don't believe this, because you know. But I didn't want to think like that. Like, okay, just because everybody else did it, don't mean he is. But hey, so I'm like, okay, I'm giving him a chance. So I let him down. He came home. He was great. Like, he would, we would, he'd go to work with me. I didn't have my car yet, because I never got to save up, because I was doing for him. Like, I would miss meals I'm eating to make sure he was good. Like, y'all, I lost so much weight. Like, I would miss meals. I would have to it was so much. It was stressful, because it's like I had my life on pause for something, for no reason. And you don't do it. It's like I had my life on pause for nothing. Like you really taking a risk if you sitting there holding somebody down, because once they get back up, they gone. And I'm trying not to cry again on camera. So yeah, so he came home, and he was good at first. He would take me to work or whatever, and like I'm telling you, like 2 weeks after that, he just went back to the person that I didn't know again. You know, we will always share Bible verses like, baby, read this, or baby, what this mean, you know. And that stopped, and it just, he started back doing everything else under all these females posts and all this and all that and all this, and you know, blocking me again. And it was just back to how it was and how it was before, and I'm like, it was just toxic. It was toxic. So I just was like, okay. I was still sticking through because I'm like, this my husband. Like, we supposed to make this work. In my mind, no commitment, no real commitment under God, like actually getting married, you know, really being made. But I'm still like, this my husband. I'm not finna, I'm not gonna go nowhere. So I'm sticking through. And so then he so then I'm sticking through, blah blah blah. And anything that he needed when he came home, you know, I got it for him. Like, oh, I need to buy these. I need to buy some underwear. You know, he got home. You know, they gained weight and all this. You know, I'm providing for him. You know, I'm providing him anything that he needed. And little did I know, he just milking me. You know, he just getting whatever he want. You know, so one day he was like, I need to get. He said he needed a certain amount, either for his. He said he needed a certain amount of money. So he was like, we gonna take this, no, he said my cousin gonna take us to the store to get the money off her card or whatever. So we went, so okay, I got in the car. And I met his cousin before. I met his female cousin. It was a female. I met his female cousin before his favorite cousin. I met her before at his mama's house. I knew his family, his immediate family. Like, I knew who was who. So when I got in the car, okay, this supposed to be a cousin. The cousin didn't speak. She just kept her head up. There's 2 kids back here. He driving, she in the passenger seat, and I'm in the back. I'm like, why I'm in the back? Okay, I understand it's your cousin, call and respect it, but I'm like, I never seen her before. Like, I know everybody. Who is this? So it's dawning on me. Like, I'm just thinking, while we like heading to the store, we drove all the way to North Dallas. I don't know why we went all the way to North Dallas. I don't know, but we drove all the way to North Dallas, and I'm just I'm just thinking, like, this not his cousin, cause how he talking to her in the body language, and I'm like. And I'm really sitting here, like, looking like a fool. Like, oh, I thought when people sit here this story, they be like, bro, you was just, what the world? So I'm just sitting there, and it's just calculating in my head. It's like, oh, I wish I could edit it with the little men with the men. But anywho, it's like calculating, and I'm like, so I'm thinking, and I'm like, nah, this not his cousin. Like, the body language, and so, you know, and I'm like, and I really had a blown moment, because I was really sitting there like, this not his cousin. Like, I wanted to jump out the car, like, this not his cousin. Like, y'all, I just wanted to do something so crazy, because I like, wow, he really playing me. Like, what the world? You got the other female in the car. Like, what is this? So I got out to get out, and my car was didn't have enough funds in it, and I think that was God. Like, no, don't get this man. I need to just let him go. So my car didn't go through, so I ended up getting back in the car, and I was like, it didn't work, and he was like, man, he was texting me while he was driving. Like, first of all, if that's your cousin, you just talk. You like, dang, I need gas money, get her gas money or something like that, and I was like, I don't know what we said. So we ended up going back towards closer to my house. And if you're from Dallas, it was in South Dallas. And we went to the gas station. And he got out to go put some gas in the car. She was sitting there. And I noticed her face. Because like I said, I was a lurkerologist. I don't know who he thought he was fooling. Like, I don't know. He forgot I was a lurkerologist. So I remembered her face. They were always having conversations on his Facebook. So I was like, that ain't his cousin. That's that girl. So I said her name. And I was looking at her. And she was just chilling, and I noticed how she was like, he was walking back to the car, and I noticed how she was just sizing him up, just looking. I'm like, and it started coming to my head, and I'm like, oh no. I stepped right out the car, and he was finna pump me. He was like, what you doing? And I was just on my phone. I was just calling anybody to come pick me up. I'm like, I am not finna go through. No, he did not. No, he did not. So I'm just on the phone, just calling. He's like, who you calling? What you doing? And so I'm ignoring him trying to call, so he get in the car and he drive to it, cause I walked like a little bit away from the car, from the gas pump, and he pulled up beside me like, what you tripping on? Get in the car. I said, that ain't your cousin. That's blah blah blah. I remember her. He was like, that ain't her. That's my cousin, man. I said, no, that ain't your cousin. That's blah blah blah. He was like, man, no, that's not. This ain't her. So I was like, okay, you think I'm a fool? I said, okay. So she just sitting there like, just looking at me, and I'm like, who are you? And she was like, I'm whoever he said I am. And I was like,